my thoughts and memories that's adding up. Overseas, you feel alive like you can't have enough. You probably feel paralyzed if you ain't had a buck. You still feel paralyzed above subtract. Friends is having kids, ain't adding up. What's the use of having a world with no love? What's the use of having a light with no plug? What's the use of ingredients with no sauce? What's the use of the physical with no source? We flared up, flared up, flared up, flared up. We flared up, flared up, flared up, flared up. We flared up, flared up, flared up, flared up. Hold up, y'all got a problem, my taste. Hold up, y'all can't talk about basic. Hold up, we mighty more Power Ranger. Hold up, mine also dangerous. Hold up, y'all talk outrageous. Hold up, don't get caught in the matrix. Hold up, got that touch of my savior. Hold up, give me that touch of my haters.
Everything litty, I love when it's hot. Turned to the city, I broke out the... I created history, it made me a lot. He tried to diss me and it ain't no false. We call him Chaucer cause they gonna chop. Took her out of filers cause of...
We welcome everybody to the Garden State. EA Sports coverage of the NFL finds us at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Today, boy, what a matchup. Two NFL franchises with so much history, so much tradition, getting set to do battle here. As it'll be the Green Bay Packers taking on the New York Giants. The shadows starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And a nifty return there all the way across the 40.
In the course of the game, we focus on the offense and the defense, and we give lip service to the special teams. It's way bigger than that. The third phase of any football team, and special teams provided the spark to begin this game.
Off the play fake, it's Dart. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. Hey, look at this Packers defense. There are 32 teams in the NFL, and they're just better than 50% of them at defending the pass, number 16 in the league.
I think if you talk to their head coach, you'll get a nice answer about how much he likes his team and what they're doing. But at the end of it, he would admit there's definitely room to improve.
Looking to throw, Dart. And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over in that time, but it's going to lead to third down.
Against a team coming off a win just as your team did the previous week, you talk about being physical all game long. Sometimes being physical is just being on the spot and helping force the incompletion.
That'll be taken in by Shaheed. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And that's going to bring up a fourth down. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. And a great job on special teams to down it as this will be marked out inside the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb.
Set, ready. 10 black. Set, cut.
First carry for Josh Jacobs. And a short gain here as he gets it up only to about the 6. Brought down on the play by Kayvon Thibodeau.
That first down play, all you want to do is wedge out any type of space and try and create enough room. If you have to run the punter out there, he can successfully complete the punt.
Yeah, didn't get a ton there, but at least some positive yardage. This is 2nd and 8.
One. Let's go. 33, yellow. Black swap. Hut, hut.
Once again, it's Jacobs. And they'll get him down up past the 15, just shy of the 20. 13 yards, first down, Packers.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
So a much rosier picture now after that last play. Here's 1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
Here we go, here we go. Yellow, 22.
They'll send the big tight end in motion right.
Set.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. You talk about this Giant defense. Well, they've been excellent against the pass. The number 6 unit in the NFL.
Yeah, defending the pass hasn't been an issue for them. It's been stopping the run. And if they don't stop the run, they can't get back to their strength, which is guarding against the air attack.
He has it complete to Christian Watson. That one a first down pickup of 8.
First and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Ready, set. 5, 97. Drill, set, hut. Red, 38. Hut, hut.
To pass, here's Jordan Love. Short throw, he's got Kraft. 2 yards on the pickup there. And it'll be 2nd down. Well, this defense for the Giants, they were excellent a week ago in the victory over Arizona.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there. And they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
Working out of the gun. Love. Catch made by Watson on the out route. That'll go for a gain of 7. And now 2 yards to go on 3rd down.
Gain of 7 makes it 3rd and 2.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
Ready.
They'll send the tight end in motion left. Again, it's Love. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to have the Packers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. They clearly wanted to come out, Charles, and be aggressive throwing the football, and they've been pretty efficient along with that aggressiveness. He's now 4 of 4 on this opening drive.
Yeah, and that's led to a fresh set of downs. I like what he's doing back there. You can tell he's at ease. He feels good about what he's doing. And I think if I'm the play caller, I'm reading that. I'm continuing to let him throw the football.
Ready, ready.
Running straight ahead is Jacobs. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. This running game so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
Now a 2nd and 2.
Ready, ready. 52 blue. Ready.
Love looking to throw it. Finds his receiver, Watson. 60 catches for him now on the year. This last one, a first down. Well, they're not hiding who their central focus is on offense. Charles, he already now has 4 receptions here on this opening drive.
And I know people who are watching the game are thinking, did they forget about him in the defensive game plan? But it's actually been the opposite. They're giving him a lot of attention, but he's been very creative and savvy in his route running and finding seams and openings in order to create these completions.
Touchdown, Packers! Josh Jacobs with his 14th rushing touchdown of the year. And the Packers are on the board first here this afternoon.
On here, Brandon McManus for the point after. And it's good to make it 7-0 Packers.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. The Packers with the football here to begin the second quarter. As they've got it as we resume action.
McManus to kick off for Green Bay.
Now McManus on to kick this one off. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Giants take over first and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They'll be looking to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 is the score as they begin with a first down. There's a short one caught by Johnson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They went 3 and out on their first drive. Things already looking better here. First and 10.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
To throw now, Dart. That one taken in by Neighbors. So the completion good for 7 there. And it'll be second down. The Giants at 4-5, a game under 500. They were winners last time out, so they'll be looking here to make it 2 in a row.
And when you and I watched tape prepared for this, what we saw was a team that competed hard. And they played well in all 3 phases of the game. And I think if they can carry that over to this week, they've got a really good chance to emerge victorious yet again.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people who have to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Only able to gain a couple there, and it's second down. 2 minutes gone by, second quarter.
43-yard line.
60 Bison, 60 Bison.
And to throw once more, here's Dart. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on third down. Dart going to look to throw here. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will take it all in for a giant touchdown. A big play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Giants are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Extra point by Ryland, up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. 4-4 their record through 8 games on the season. Would you say that this team has overperformed, underperformed, or are they kind of right where you thought that they would be?
Do you mind if I say yes, yes, and yes? Because ultimately to me, 4-4 is about where they should be, because we've seen weeks where they've been really, really good. They've looked terrific. Other weeks where we wondered just how good is this team. They want to be consistent in their play, not consistently inconsistent, which is what they've been thus far.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Right side to Watson. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of, until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Here's a handoff to Jacobs running left. 64 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
I think we all suspected that they were going back to him after he found the end zone on his last carry, and they kept the positive momentum going there. Another nice run by him.
On the set.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Ready.
Throwing. Love. He's across midfield. And he's going to have the Packers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Let's go. Ready.
Jacobs going to try the middle. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
Second and 5.
Down. Ready.
Now Love. Now he'll tuck this and run. He throws it on the move, but can't connect as that falls incomplete.
That was an interesting look there, because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5.
Set. Yellow. Strike. Strike. 5-6. Set.
To throw now. Here's Love. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Giants are going to take possession here at their own 33. That's now a 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Giants have taken the lead. Extra point by Ryland, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. The kicking team out there for the Giants as they will send this one away. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
A gain of 9 yards. First down, Green Bay.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Let's go now. 45, White.
Love now. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. Just need a yard here, 2nd and 1.
Red cycle. Here we go.
Here's Love. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting it before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Yeah, this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1.
Check 2. Ready.
They will throw again here with Jordan Love. That is caught. And he's got this down to the 35. Now the Packers going to burn their 3rd and final timeout, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime.
First down, Packers.
Ready up.
So the drive will indeed continue. 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Set, hot. Red, 30. Ready.
A handoff. Jacobs running to the left. Credited with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. And now the clock will stop as he's able to get up and spike it here. So on 3rd down, the field goal unit will come out as he'll try to get 3 before half. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1.
McManus on for the Packer field goal. A 51-yard attempt.
Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. Now it's scooped up, and this is a live football. And that's always a risk on those longer kicks. You have to drive it low to get it there. That opened the door for a better chance for the defense to get a hand on it, and that's just what we saw there.
And even if the odds increase a little bit because it's a longer field goal attempt, it's still difficult to get hands on the football and create a block. Big-time excitement for that unit, getting through and knocking that one away.
Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. And this is off the left upright. And it comes back. It's no good. And this will remain a 1-touchdown game. A one-touchdown ball game, 14-7 our scores. We get back at it on EA Sports. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they're on the short end of the scoreboard here. Charles, what adjustments, if any, do you think they need to make for the second half?
Well, paraphrasing the gold medal hockey winning coach Herb Brooks, I just say you continue to play your game. Throw the ball. They had success doing it in the first half. So make sure you keep getting the ball to your playmakers, a little bit more to the perimeter perhaps. But above all, play your game.
From the 31, here comes second and a yard. On the handoff, this is Jacobs. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. The second down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
33, yellow,
Glove. Ill-advised throw there. It's intercepted. Picked off by Bobby Okereke. And he will bring it back. It's a pick six and a Giants touchdown. Well, the defense obviously could not have drawn up a better start to the second half. They're holding on to that slim lead, just looking for a stop. Not only do they get the stop, Charles, they get the pick six.
Another example that life comes at you fast, doesn't it? One play ago, they defended a slim lead coming out of the break. Now they're one more stop away from thinking about a possible put-away drive.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And we will not have a run back here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 20-yard line. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go around.
And sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
They'll run with Watson. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line.
Brings up second and 12 at the 31.
On play action. Love to throw. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And he's going to be intercepted for the third time thus far. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. So an opening drive interception to begin this second half.
And just think about the time you spent in the locker room going over what you're expected to do in the second half. Not the way they saw it, not the way they drew it up. You find out this is something that you can't just edit, right? There's no rewrite here. This is live, and now they've got to find a way out of this hole.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
It's 2nd and 8 at the 30.
To throw, Dart. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. The turnover put them in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
Here's Dart. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. And they get the guard, John Runyon. And this 3rd down looking very tough after the holding penalty. 3rd and long. To throw is Dart. And that will be incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And did he put that on a dime? He did. Wow, out of bounds at the 1-yard line.
We're certainly not going to see a better punt than that. Definitely taking a chance, because if that thing clips the pylon, it comes out to the 20, but instead, it goes out of bounds at the 1-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily when you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. And he will forge his way forward only up to the 2-yard line. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
Steal! Check steal! Ready! Hunt!
Out of his end zone, Love. Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
Looks like another empty possession offensively. And you're at that point in the game where you can't afford too many more of these. So this is going to require some heavy thinking on the sideline to figure out what they can do to crack this defense. And that's what friends are for.
As the returner, you know who you're buying dinner for later.
Oh, without a doubt, because he just took care of you and your team in a big way. You know, you turn it over there, that's a big momentum changer and put your defense in a bad spot.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Throwing his dart. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
That's a good piece of quarterbacking right there, because he certainly felt the pressure coming. The alternative, getting sacked for the first time. He didn't like that option at all. Did a nice job saving yardage by throwing that one away.
3rd quarter from MetLife Stadium. Here's a 2nd and 10. And now they'll shift things around. Throwing his dart. And his throw here is incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield, because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Throwing again is Dart. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. Powering his way forward. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. A very solid gain of 27. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10. Down at the 31.
1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Throwing. Dart. Inside the 10. And he will take it all in for a Giant touchdown. Darius Slayton, 30 yards. And the Giants take a 3-touchdown lead. Extra point by Ryland, up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. kicking team out there for the Giants as they will send this one away. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line.
Here we go.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for them. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Love. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
Tough series for the passing game. Things just aren't clicking. Hoping they can come through on this play and get this series back on track with a completion for enough yardage for a first down.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Set, ready. Check, blue, striker.
Back to throw. Love. And this one incomplete. And another throw that really could have been, maybe should have been intercepted. That would have been number 4. Instead, it's 4th down.
Let's go now.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Bobby Okereke. And they'll have the ball set up in the red zone at the 16-yard line.
Intercepted. Result of the play is a turnover on down.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second-half blowout material. Tracy going to get it on 1st down. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. A 15-yard touchdown run. And the Giants get another 3rd-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Ryland on for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. It's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. A turnover on the last drive. They had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't want to admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
Welcome back now here in East Rutherford. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. From the 22, here's 2nd and 8.
Come on, set. Blue 30, hut.
There's a handoff to Jacobs. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a third and about 4 more for first. Good job there keeping him to a short gain. Of course, he's coming off a really terrific performance, reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week.
And I know people get caught up in, well, if you're the reigning Defensive Player of the Week, you must have made a bunch of spectacular plays.
And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ballgame, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. Here's 2nd and 10.
Let's go now. 18, 70 left.
Dart. Here's Johnson with a reception. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Tracy trying the right side. And he will take it all in for a Giant touchdown. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Giants have sewn this one up as they add to their lead here in the 4th. Now Ryland for the PAT. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. The kicking team out there for the Giants as they will send this one away. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. Remember, they have won 3 straight, but getting to 4 straight does not appear to be in the cards as they are in a big 4th-quarter hole. And this will be a Packers first down as he's able to take this up to the 30-yard line.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there. I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. On first down, they go with Jacobs again. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
And only able to get 2 here, stopped at the 30.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged, at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. The Packers on 3rd down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This is 3rd and 10. To pass, here's Jordan Love. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Javon Holland. And he'll take this back down inside the 20. But with this advantage, this defense knew that passes were coming, and they stayed in position, Charles, and picked one off here in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, what a way to cap things off, huh? Because I think this is part of the game within the game. They see the scoreboard, they see what they can accomplish, and they went for it.
Straight ahead, here's Tracy. And just a couple yards there down to the 17.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
They'll go again with Tracy. And he's heating up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16. But keep in mind, if you're thinking of staying on the ground, this is a top 5 rush defense.
Yeah, but I don't think you shy away totally with the run. At least show them the hint of a run before you decide to throw the football.
Now Dart. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
On that third down call, the goal was to get the ball to their tight end and pick up a first down, but he wasn't satisfied with just that. They got the first down. That was the gravy. He decided to take in the whole meal and rumbled in for a touchdown.
They'll try and throw for it. And this is going to be caught. So add 2 more to the lead as they continue to pour it on here in the fourth. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. CD, it's all window dressing at this point. And the best they can do is in the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest.
Yeah, with how lopsided this game has been, even one score might not do a lot of cosmetic good on the scoreboard, partner, because it's just about looking forward at this point. Get a touchdown here, give yourself some positive momentum and reps to focus on and get back to practice in the next couple of days. They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. He'll try to do it himself. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Giants are going to take over in great field position.
Here we go. 70 Lions.
They're handed to Tracy. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
Right back to Tracy. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's 3rd down.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit hot.
And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
The kicking team out there for the Giants as they will send this one away. And that final kickoff concludes the ball game, partner. And one side, a really nice win in this one. They were good on offense and on defense.
And I'm guessing in the other locker room, partner, the head coach is just telling his team, hey, we didn't play well enough to keep it close enough where that one possession down the stretch
might have given us an opportunity to win the game.
So for the Giants, it's a win that might keep them alive in the playoff race as they're back to 500 at 5-5. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Dallas Cowboys. Meanwhile, for Green Bay, they are barely afloat as they fall to 4-5. And they'll be on the road next week for a matchup with the Carolina Panthers. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.